Hell, the final destination of damned souls, the home of Satan and demons alike. We all know how it looks like, but do you know where its description comes from? It doesn't come from the Bible, but from a medieval poet named Dante. Dante Alighieri was a medieval poet, born around 1265 in Florence, Italy. At the time he wrote the Divine Comedy, he was going through a rough patch in life, as Florence was torn between the church and the state, and as Dante was a man loyal to the church, he got exiled from his hometown. Dante also went through a heartbreak as he got married but fell in love with another woman named Beatrice, who died young. As you go through the Divine Comedy, you will be able to see these real-life characters play a role in the book. Even Dante himself is in it. In the poem Inferno, we join Dante as he wakes up in a dark forest, unsure of how he got there. He searches for a way out, but is unsuccessful as every exit is guarded by wild beasts. Soon, he is approached by Virgil, an ancient Roman poet who wrote the Aeneid. Dante was also a big fan of Virgil, and he even refers to him as master. The two talk and soon find themselves at the gates of hell, because Beatrice, now an angel, told them that the only way Dante can leave this place is by going through hell, the purgatory, and heaven. The gates of hell are inscribed with, "Abandon all hope, you who enter here." They go through and enter what's called the Anti-Inferno. It's a place for those who had to choose between good and evil, but didn't choose either. Therefore, they have been rejected by both hell and heaven. They are constantly attacked by snakes and hornets, which forces them to act. Angels, those who didn't want to choose between Lucifer and God, are also in the Anti-Inferno, and they are punished as well. Eventually, Virgil and Dante walk to the river Acheron, which serves as the boundary of hell, and here, many souls are waiting on Charon, a character from Greek mythology. As Charon arrives, he gives them a boat ride to the first circle of hell, or what is called Limbo. Limbo is a home to the unbaptized virtuous pagans. These people didn't commit any sins or crimes, but they either didn't accept Christianity, lived long before it existed, or they weren't baptized. Only a few of these people, such as Noah and Moses, were allowed passage to heaven by God himself. Limbo is also a home to Virgil, and he will return here when their journey through hell ends. These souls aren't punished, but there is a general sadness because they are so close to heaven and yet so far away from it. The second circle is called Lust and is the final destination of the lustful and adulterous. There are terrible winds that beat to souls on rocks and mountains. It is a home to Cleopatra and Helen of Troy. The third circle of hell is called Gluttony. Here, the souls of people that indulged in voracious feasting and appetite are tortured. It rains worms and human waste on the souls, and they are forced to gurgle in the mud. In this level, Dante also sees the monster Cerberus prowling. In Greek mythology, Cerberus is the three-headed dog that keeps the souls in the underworld. The fourth circle is called Greed, where people who hoarded possessions and those who lavishly spent them are punished. Here, Dante and Virgil meet a demon named Plutus, who was the god of money and wealth in Greco-Roman mythology. The people here are forced to fight using giant boulders, which they push at each other. Many popes reside in this part of hell. In the fifth circle, called Wrath, souls that were easily angered or sullen are punished. Those who were angry are forced to fight each other, forever clawing and biting each other's flesh. And those sullen are submerged in mud, where they choke on their own anger. The sixth circle of hell is called Heresy and marks the beginning of lower hell, the worst of the worst. There is a city here, and it's guarded by fallen angels, who turned Virgil and Dante away as they shouted that no living man may enter the city. This is the first place where Virgil didn't have any influence and wasn't able to protect Dante. But, for some reason, a messenger from heaven arrived and ordered these fallen angels to open the gates to Virgil and Dante. Here, the souls of heretics, or people who denied the cores of Christianity, are trapped in flaming hot tombs. The seventh circle of hell is called violence, and is a home to people that committed violence against their neighbors, themselves and God. People like warlords and murderers, and those who took their own lives. Their punishments are being dipped in boiling blood or burning sand, being transformed into trees, and having harpies feed on them. Virgil and Dante meet and ask a creature named Geryon to take them to the eighth circle of hell. This beast is a symbol of fraud, as he has the face of a man, which tricks you while he stings you with a scorpion's tail. He also has giant wings, which he uses to fly our heroes deeper into the eighth circle of hell, which is for fraud itself. This circle is a home to sorcerers and seducers, false prophets, pimps, hypocrites, thieves and fortune tellers. This level is a mayhem of demons, torturing damned souls all around. Fortune tellers have their heads turned backwards, so they can only see behind them. This punishment is terrifying, yet very symbolic of their sins. The ninth and final circle of hell is called Treachery, where Satan himself resides. A giant, three-headed beast that is forever flapping its giant wings, which makes this level of hell actually frozen, and most of Satan's body is encased in ice. People who betray their family, country, guests and God are punished here. They are submerged in ice, and the worse their sins are, the deeper they are. Satan himself is forever punishing the three greatest betrayers in history by forever chewing them, and those three are Judas, who betrayed Jesus Christ, and Brutus and Cassius, who betrayed Julius Caesar. Our heroes climb down Satan's legs, which are now, somehow, turned upside down, and, as they near the end of his feet, they soon emerge at the other side of the planet. It's here where Dante's journey through hell ends, as our heroes now find themselves at the base of the purgatory. You might ask yourself, why the other parts of the Divine Comedy aren't as popular as the Inferno? It might be due to the general human interest in the dark and mysterious, but it also might have to do with people wanting to compare their own sins to the ones in the book. Hey, thank you for watching my video. The second part of the Divine Comedy is coming out soon, and you will be able to watch it here.